السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. مرحبا يا شباب، معكم الأستاذ شداد الدميني. اليوم هنحل سؤال وزاري للمنهج اليمني قسم إنجليزي. So let us get started. This question is talking about combinations and permutations. So this question says if NC2 plus NP2 equals 30, then the value of N equals one of these options. So how we are gonna solve this question? Come with me, I will show you. But first of all, let me show you something or remind you of something. We know that the combinations rule says n vectorial over n negative r vectorial multiplied by r vectorial. Okay, the same thing. The rule of permutations says n r equals n vectorial over n negative r vectorial here. So, did you notice something here? I think yeah. So, we have this and we have this. They are the same, right? So, what about putting instead of this here, what does it equal? Which is this, NPR. Okay, so it will be NCR equals P instead of this. Okay, instead of this, I will put what does it equal, which is this, NPR multiplied or over, over this, R vectorial. So it is still as itself. And here, let me write it in perfect way. So now, whenever I see this NCR, I'll put instead of it NPR over R vectorial. Okay? Now here in our question, we have NC2 plus NP2 equals 30. And he wants us to find the value of N. So this is 2, which is R here, okay? Here. And here, which is R. So I told you, whenever I see NCR, I will put instead of it this, okay? So instead of this, I will put this. And I will put instead of R what? 2 here. So it will be NP2 over 2 vectorial plus. What about this? This is still out of solve. So NP2 equals 30. I noticed something here. I have here NP2 and I have here NP2 in this term and in this term. So what about taking it as a common factor, which is NP2? So let us try. NP2 as a common factor is still what? Is still what here 1 over 2 vectorial, and we all know that 2 vectorial equals 2 plus. I took this as a common factor, so still here 1, close the bracket, equals 30. Now, what inside the bracket here, what about uniting the denominators? Okay, so NPR, or 2 here, so it will be here 3 over 2 equals 30. Now, I want this alone, okay? This is 2. So what about by dividing by 3 over 2 the both sides? So this will cancel with this. Still what? Still here P or NP2 equals, now this will be here and I will multiply it by 30, so it will be 60 over 3. So NP2 equals 60 over 2 equals 20. But he asked us to find the value of n here, the value of n, not just np2. So we haven't finished yet. So what are we going to do now? I want two numbers whose difference between them is 1, okay, and they followed by each other. Do you understand? So what about, teacher, one of you is going to ask me something. Teacher, why just two numbers? Why didn't you say three numbers, four numbers, one number? Why just two numbers? You said, teacher, that you need two numbers and whose difference between them is 1, and they followed by each other, and the result of them is 20. Why just two numbers? Because r here is 2. So I want two numbers. For example, p and 2 equal. What about 2 multiplied by 3? This is two numbers, and the difference between them is 1, because 3 negative 2 equals 1, and they followed by each other. So 2, 3. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 3, the result must be 20. 2 multiplied 3 equals 6. So no. So what about 3 multiplied by 4? Two numbers, and they are, between the multiplication, and they followed by each other, okay? And the difference between them is 1. So 3 multiplied 4 equals 20? No, equals 12. So what about 4 multiplied by 5? Two numbers, they followed by each other, 4 or 5. Okay, 4 or 5 in the order, and the difference between them is 1. 5 negative 4 equals 1. So, and the multiplication, the product of 4 multiplied by 5 equals 20. So this is the right answer, and n here equals the big number. So n here equals 5. So the correct answer is 5. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.